Hello there, Whipper here, and once again, welcome back to another mod showcase, where today, guys, I'm going to be showing you another explosive mod. It's been quite a while since I've actually managed to do one of these, because pretty much all of the mod creators that used to make explosive mods for Minecraft 1.6 never actually went ahead and updated them to 1.7, probably because the code changed too much, and it was a lot of effort, but yeah, we haven't really seen any TNT mods for 1.7, and finally I've managed to find one under the name of the Super TNT Mod. Very imaginative name, isn't it? Super TNT. They better be Super TNTs, otherwise it's going to be a bit of a disappointment. And I can tell you, in hindsight, it really is a very good mod. And some of the TNTs I'm generally going to say now are the most powerful TNTs I've seen in any TNT mod in my history of doing TNT mods. I've done quite a lot of them in the past. And what the hell are you doing, Squid? What are you even doing? Anyway, so I'm going to start off with something called the Ocean TNT. Oh, and by the way, guys, if we can smash 1,000 likes for this explosive mod showcase, that would be amazing. You guys have done it in the past, I'm sure we can do it again. So yeah, we're going to start off with the Ocean TNT. So I'm just going to place this down and detonate it, and we're going to see what it does. It takes quite a while for these TNTs to detonate, by the way, just a pre-warning here. And wow, that squid was flying. Anyway, look at this. Pretty much what it does is it spawns down a large, expansive body of water. I'm not really sure whether you could class that as an ocean. I'm not really sure that kind of lives up to the TNT's name. It's more like a lake, and even a lake's pushing it. That's more like a pond. Or a puddle. No, puddles. If a puddle was that big, it wouldn't really be a puddle, would it? It'd be a pond. Anyway, so that's pretty much what this TNT does. Bit underwhelming. It should really be called the Pond TNT. But you know, it's decent if you want to fill up a lake or something. So, next up, we have the Sponge TNT. And if you do happen to accidentally set off one of these, then you can use this Sponge TNT to clean up your mess, very conveniently. So I'm just going to place down this Sponge TNT and detonate it. And pretty much in a similar fashion to the 1.8 sponges, it's going to soak up a large quantity of water in the surrounding area. And what is that sheep doing? That is a moonwalking sheep. That is amazing. But you can see there, in a certain radius, it's got rid of all the water, which is pretty epic and very useful if you want to empty a lake very efficiently. So after that, we've got the Snow TNT, and if you've ever found yourself in the circumstance where you just can't for the life of you find a snowy biome, well, you can use one of these to place down artificially loads of snow. It takes quite a while for it to actually update, so we're just going to wait, and hopefully this is going to be embarrassing if it does nothing, but it should do something. And yes, look at that. We've got snow everywhere. It's frozen all of the water blocks into ice blocks. And now all of these sheep are really well disguised from predators like wolves and stuff. No wolves are ever going to find these sheep. That's amazing. So yeah, you can see in a certain radius, it's just covered the whole landscape in snow blocks. Well, not really snow blocks. You know what I mean. Just covered it all in snow. Layers of snow, I should say. So yeah, that's pretty much what the Snow TNT does. But then after that, we've got pretty much the most boring TNT in this mod. It's called the Mob TNT, and that's exactly what it does. So if I detonate this, it's just going to spawn a random mob from the game. Any mob, could be anything, and there we go, we get a pigman. That's probably not the best mob to get. I was hoping for a sheep. But pretty much, I had the idea that you could actually use this block with your friends to play like a game of roulette, and you could guess what mob it's going to spawn. Not really sure if it's similar to roulette, really. I mean, you're guessing numbers, but you're guessing mobs in this case. But look at that, we've got a squid! And look at the side of that, it's like an alien. That's not even a mob that exists in Minecraft, it's like a deformed creeper that's developed arms. Wow, look at that. Anyway, we're going to detonate it again, and I'm going to guess a cow. It's going to be a cow, or a mushroom. It's a cave spider. Oh dear. And now the squid's dying. I really want to set you on fire. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what the Mob TNT does. And if you're feeling a bit underwhelmed by that TNT, don't worry, we've got a more upgraded version called the Mob TNT 2, which has 2 little green creeper alien things on it, and one of them's a baby. Anyway, we're just going to detonate this now, and you'll see why this is a bit of an upgrade from the Mob TNT. So we're just going to wait, and hopefully we should get a lot of mobs. Look at that, guys. And why did that creeper explode? I can't even answer that one. I thought creepers only and another one's gone. Dun dun dun. Another creeper blows the ground. That didn't really work, did it? Anyway, so you can see that we've got loads of cows all over the place, and sheep, and horses, and loads of aggressive mobs. I mean, this would be quite devastating to activate this in survival mode, unless you had really good armor. You'd pretty much end up dying from all of the aggressive mobs here. We've got cave spiders, we've got blazes, you'd be poisoned, set on fire, stamped on by a slime. And you'd be really slimy as well. But yeah, it'd be a really bad experience for you. So I wouldn't recommend doing this in survival mode unless you want to torture yourself. But then next up, if you do actually spawn one of these in survival and you want to set up a quick shelter so you can actually protect yourself from all of those mobs, well, you can with this house TNT. So it's got a house on the side, surprise, surprise, it's orange, and if I detonate it, you're going to see what kind of house it builds for you. And hopefully the sheep are outside the radius. Yes, they are. This is what you get. It's a bit of a box. It is a box made out of cobble, and the flooring is simple wood planks. And we've got a starter chest in here with some basic items in, and a crafting table for you to craft a pickaxe. It's a bit like a starter house. If you're too lazy to build a dirt house, you can build one out of cobble using the house TNT. I was hoping they'd have like a more elaborate version which built some really epic looking house, which was really well designed, like some kind of modern house build. But no, we're just going to have to deal with the boring old house TNT, which makes this cobblestone eyesore. So yeah, that's what the house TNT does. And then finally for this set of TNTs, we have the diamond TNT, and I think these pigs are going to enjoy this one. So pigs, are you ready for this? Disaster pigs. This isn't really a disaster though, so maybe you're just like redeeming yourselves. And what are you two doing? You're whispering to each other. I think you are. And wow, I think they noticed. He spun around. Hello there, pig. Are you enjoying this new environment? But look at this. You can see we've got diamond blocks filling a certain radius, and it even goes down deep into the ground. So I think it's about 10 blocks down it goes down. Yep, I think that's about 10 blocks. I did count in my head. And pig, why do I want to do this? I just do. Now no, don't walk away from me. I'd try to push you in a hole. Oh, I give up. I was trying to push him down there so we'd never be able to get out. But yeah, so pretty much it just turns all of the blocks in a certain radius, up, down, left, right, into diamond blocks. Imagine how many armor sets you could make for people out of this. It'd be ridiculous. But now on to the next load of TNTs, and these are pretty crap. And you know why? Because they're crappy TNTs. And this TNT is generally called crappy TNT. So we're just going to place it down by these horses. I hope these horses like crap. I certainly don't, but they might. So we're just going to spawn this down and detonate it. And yeah, it takes quite a while for it to detonate, but you're going to see the result is quite smelly. I mean, look at this. These aren't just tilled dirt blocks. These are actually poop blocks. Look at that. It's a block of poop. It doesn't really look like poop, but it is. So yeah, if you really want a biome made of poop, well, you can detonate that TNT, and it's just ridiculous. It even changes the colour of the water to brown. I mean, that is just epic. I mean, look at this water. I'm just going to swim in poop. Wow, wow. Ew, that's disgusting. Loads of urine and poop in there. Ugh. Anyway, so that's what it does. And it seems to have spawned loads of dead shrubs as well, which is an add-on point. So yeah, and you can actually, I think you can convert these blocks of poop into poop itself. Let me just check. Yeah, look at that. We've got piece of poop. So yeah, that is generally a thing. And hello there, horses. I hope you're enjoying your new home. But there is an upgraded version of this. If you want to cover an even bigger area in poop, there's the really crappy TNT. Yeah, very imaginative name again. That's an ongoing theme with this mod. Very imaginative on the naming side of things. But we're just going to pop over here. And oh no, I'm going to ruin this sheep's biome. They're not going to be able to munch on any grass. But I'm sorry about this sheep. Really got to show this off. Can't exactly move you. Don't have any wheat. Anyway, we're just going to wait for this to detonate. And I think that rhymed. Wait, detonate. That was pretty good. Anyway, it takes quite a while. So yeah, I heard the explosion. That's a start. Look at this. How big an area is that? And we've got new kinds of leaves. The actual logs of the trees have been converted into poop. Look at this. How are you enjoying this new biome, sheep? Yeah, you don't seem too overwhelmed about this. It's not the best biome in the world, is it? What are these poop leaves? Okay then. I don't know what else I would have thought they were. But look at this. This is a humongous area that it's converted. We've got like, I don't know, 150 blocks in each direction converted into poop. Does it even extend down into the ground? I'm not really sure. Let me have a look. Maybe it extends right down to bedrock. No, it's about 10 blocks. Same with the diamond. They need to make like an upgraded version of the diamond TNT so you could turn a whole biome into diamonds. That'd be a lot better. So yeah, that's pretty much what the crappy TNTs do. But now we're getting into the big guys. These are some humongous TNTs. They take so long to update, so I'm going to have to like cut the video a bit. So yeah guys, I'm going to start off with the very appropriately named large TNT. So we're just going to detonate this purple block of doom and we're going to see what it does. And it takes quite a while to explode, so I'm going to have to cut and I'll come back once it's updated. So there we go, guys, that was the explosion, and as you can see, it's a very circular crater it's created. It doesn't go down too deep, it doesn't really extend that far, but then again, this is the smallest of the large TNTs, so I wasn't expecting too much. But you can see all of the dropped items have been dropped on the ground, of course, and there's quite a lot of them. I don't think it drops every single block it destroys, but it kind of drops quite a considerable amount of them. So yeah, that's the large TNT. So yeah, next up we have the massive TNT. We're going from large to massive, definitely an increase in scale there. So we're just going to detonate this green one, like so, and this one's going to take even longer to update, and this one is very, very big. That's what she said. So there we go, guys, you saw the explosion, and those donkeys, don't know what happened to them. Well, mules or donkeys, whatever you want to call them. But look at this, this is a large area, much larger than the large TNT, and not surprisingly, considering this one says massive, and it stripped the grass off over here, but it hasn't really gone down to the stone like it has in the center. It seems like the devastation kind of gets reduced the further out from the point of explosion it goes. So yeah, guys, my game crashed, but I am back now, and as you can see, just finishing up this explosion explanation here, it's kind of devastated this forest that was within the range. So yeah, that's the massive TNT. But then next up we have the cluster TNT, before the big finale of the Uber TNT of mass destruction. Now we're going to be doing the cluster TNT next, and this one's pretty comparable in size to this Uber TNT though, but it's a lot more impressive to actually watch. I need to find a nice area to do this in that isn't too close to that kind of area. I think over here, if the world would load. I like these cave systems, but I don't want to be able to see them from the surface. Come on. So yeah, I found a nice location, so let's just place down this cluster TNT and detonate it. It's a lovely kind of reddy colour here. It looks a lot better than the normal TNTs in Minecraft, but look at this. We're just going to wait for it to explode. It could take quite a while, this one. There she blows. Look at all those TNT blocks. Oh my god, so many particles, so many explosions. Wow, look at that devastation. It's actually not as big as I expected, but look at that. There's just massive holes and craters everywhere. It's a really bumpy landscape. We're left with all of the water, which you could, if you wanted to, remove with a sponge TNT. I showed you earlier. Look at those references. But yeah, that's pretty much what it does, and it's a lot more impressive than the other TNTs because of all the different particle effects you get. In fact, I might do that one again because it's just so good. I'm going to do it right next to this one though, so we can see the devastation nearby. So let's just detonate it again and see what we get. And I'm so sorry about your loss of life, horses, because you're about to die. You're no way are you going to survive this explosion. Come on. I like the way all of the mobs freeze while you're waiting for it to detonate. They just stand there, eating each other's necks. Seems to be the case. Come on. Oh yeah, look at that. Those horses, no, they're all dead. Predictably, but look at that. I just love all of the particle explosion effects. It's just amazing. So yeah, that's what the cluster TNT does. But now it's time for the big finale, where I'm going to be showing you the Uber TNT of mass destruction. This is going to be epic, guys. So yeah, I found a nice location, so let's just place this one down, the Uber TNT, and let's see how Uber it really is. So we're just going to wait for this to detonate now, and you can imagine it's going to be quite an impressive crater. Oh, I think it's updating now. We've got loads of the drops appearing above the ground, and hopefully, wow, look at the lag. I am down to like 2 FPS right now. This is insane. It must be all of the drops from the blocks. I can't wait for this to update though. This is going to be truly epic. Oh, look at that. Look at all those. I think we're above a abandoned mineshaft. But we still can't see the crater. All we know is it's big. Yeah, I don't know the true scale of it though, but eventually it should update. Wow, this is taking forever. It's nice to see all of the entwined cave systems though. That's quite impressive. Oh, look at that. It's starting to appear. What is that down there? There's loads of green fluorescent stuff. What even is this? Oh, wow, I'm just getting set on fire by it. What even is this? Let me just have a look. Just gonna right-click on it and see what we get. Nuclear waste. Wow, I did not know that was in this mod. So, pretty much, it's like a nuclear detonation. We've just got loads of this nuclear waste everywhere at bedrock level. This is how big this explosion is. It's gone all the way down to bedrock. And look at that sea. That is so impressive. It's just like parted the seas or something. That's amazing. But look over there, this is just one humongous crater, and my frame rate is just taking a hit right now. Oh my god. You can see why I'm not using shaders though, because I just have no hope of running this with shaders. But look at that. That is just one amazing crater. It's like some kind of apocalyptic scene. It's like a massive meteor has crashed into the ground and then disappeared and just left its crater behind or something. And there's lava cascading down the sides of this crater now. And wow, that is one humongous explosion. I don't think I've seen anything quite on this scale from any TNT mod before. So yeah guys, that pretty much wraps up this mod showcase. So if you've enjoyed this mod showcase, please remember to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll be seeing you next time.